the all-star action would be to evaluate your process at all of the steps, from call coming in, right, to continuity, to the tech going out. Do we know where the address is? Is the van clean? Do I smell? All these pre-arrival checks that we do. All the way to the door. Are we building sufficient rapport? Have we built trust enough for this person to want us to come into their house now and do an evaluation as a team? If you'll lay these steps out, you can build up this process to be a consistent machine for your business. We're here again, 5 days a week, bringing you the energy you need to succeed. And again, guys, we're on a mission to help you master sales, simplify pricing, and consistently provide premium level service. Today is no exception. All I need from you guys is to say a quick hello if you can. If you're driving, not even. Joseph, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm really pumped to deliver some energy and some good value to our team.
Whew, love that.
Whoop, whoop.
So today's topic, a little more on the general side, guys, but really important nonetheless. And it's ultimately around what we help people with. That first one. Hey, Nick, he's back. Awesome. Awesome. How do we master sales? And why would we even want that? Sales is a dirty word, isn't it?
People don't like sales. The very word causes people their skin to itch and crawl out of them.
Yeah, totally. And actually, just in our RSS session, our Q&A for paying clients that we just completed, every day we finish it just before we hop on here. So we got some fresh ideas to float your way. We talked about how we can get in our own way with these self-objections and how it can cause us to actually defer from our own process if we have one in place. And that could be really damaging, I would say, because all of a sudden you go from a place of qualifying leads to pushing people away. Now, that's a general statement at this point, but would you say that trying to begin educating people or having the timing wrong on that could actually void trust in a relationship, Joseph?
It really does. And that can apply in so many aspects of life, whether it's in a sales process or as a service manager training an installer or anything. If we don't understand why the problem needs to be solved in the first place, we'll never be able to approach it with the direction to solve it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. It does. It does. And here's what I love about then having a process and sticking to the script. So important. Now, I keep saying this in different meetings, but imagine yourself, you go out there, no process. And so you do what you feel is right. You're a heart-centered electrical contractor going out there and representing yourself to the best of your ability with all the heart, all the accumulation of skills and experience that you have acquired. And then you get that fatal no, or I found someone cheaper, or can you just send over a price, right? Sometimes we're not even getting to the door. How does that make you feel when that happens and you're serving from the heart?
Honestly, I feel like it would be like a knife to the heart, because when we believe that we are doing our best, whether we're doing our best or not, but when we believe that we're doing our best, and that best gets rejected, it's no different than being a kid and saying, no, I can't play with you. It's a hurtful thing. And that feeling stays with us from childhood to now. So why, I almost want to dig into this. My teeth are out. Do you mind if I dig into this process?
Dig in.
Awesome. The reason why we have a scripted process is because we as electricians are logical minded individuals. You give us anything, and it's almost, well, we're going to find the gap in this. We're going to figure out where this doesn't work. We're going to figure out how to make it better. We like to troubleshoot. So if you have a script, I was going to say, if you have a scripted process, but you don't say it verbatim, how can you troubleshoot it? If you do 70% of the system and then 25, 30% free ball, and it doesn't work, was it the process? Or was it your free-ranging attempts that didn't work? You can't troubleshoot it now. You don't know where the gap is. This process has been specifically designed by electricians. We made this from stuff that I had to do in the field, step by step, the exact words, the exact phrases, the exact terminology. We did it so that you don't have to. And that's a huge value, wouldn't you say?
It's massive. It's massive. Not only that, but it's not just you we're talking to. Whether you're on your own at this point or part of a growing business with a crew, with other people working with you, We have to consider their heart and their investment as well. And the likelihood that they're also technically trained. I mean, we're all electricians, we're all in this together. But when these guys lead with their heart and you don't give them a process, how much is that hurting them?
It's the worst possible thing in the world. Because if you think about it, let's say you've got 3 technicians, right? For sake of argument, you got 3 different vans. Each one goes out to a service call. None of them have a process. You're literally sending your guys out to the wolves because they may believe in you. They may believe in what you're doing. They may believe in your mission statement. They may believe that you're really trying to change the industry. But if you don't give them the tools to handle objections and to build value and communicate your mission, you are literally sending your team to execution.
Yeah.
Not physically, but emotionally. If they're not able to come back from someone saying, "Why the heck are you so expensive? I've got Acme down the street. They'll do it for a quarter of your price. Why should I pay you more?" If they don't have a reason for that, what are they going to say? What's going to come back with them other than a $0 ticket?
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge. As a starting point, if I don't have a process, where do I want to begin here to put this into place? Where do I want to begin to evaluate? You know what? Let's say you're watching this right now, replay or live, guys, and you're not quite buying it. And you're going, well, yeah, I get it, whatever, troubleshoot. If the process is there, I guess it's like a well-oiled machine. You can kind of go, okay, this is why it's not working, but it's not quite. You're still in, but there's this problem. There's this activity. There's something in the way, a conflict, why you're not taking action. If that's where you are at this, then I want to introduce this one small, simple, and effective exercise to help you evaluate the damage that that's doing to your company currently. And that action item is simple. Reach out to us below. In fact, I didn't have this plan, so I'm going to say right here, the evaluation form. Okay. And what's going to happen is I want you guys to get this value piece, and we're going to send you over ours. In fact, we're going to make a shortcut one that's very simple for you and your people to use. And here's what I want you to do. Ask all of your staff, or just do it yourself if you're alone in this still, to do a post-sales attempt, a post-call evaluation, curbside evaluation. Am I labeling that right, Joseph?
It's close enough. It's technically a curbside self-diagnostic, but
there we go.
Terminology, it's all there. You got the point of it.
And so if you have staff currently, and this is going to be currently impacting you in ways that are immeasurable ultimately at this point, because we don't have this process laid out, by having their results of this evaluation form, if you're sending them to a job and they're filling it out and saying, okay, well, here's what went right, here's what went wrong, you're going to see all these scattered results and realize that, hey, all 3 of my guys aren't doing the same thing. All 4, all 5, or even myself day to day, I'm doing different things. We can't troubleshoot a machine that's hunting.
I agree with you completely. Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. It's one of those things where the way that my brain works is a little bit different, but it needs to have a sequential order of operation, right? You have to think to yourself and say, okay, someone's going to call me. You know, there's got to be a process to take the call, right? You can't just hello and just wing it. You got to originally arise at the door. You've got to knock on the door in a certain way. You've got to communicate your value. You've got to troubleshoot. You have to diagnose. You have to design solutions. There's so many moving parts here. How could you possibly hit a target if you can't even visualize what the target's supposed to look like? Then how can you even track your successes? Where's your consistency going to come from? How do you get better? That's why I found that I religiously followed a process that we designed because it avoids all those problems. So that's my take on that, Clay.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree 100%. And so here's the all-star action for this live, guys. I always want to present you with an action item. We talked about that, the evaluation. The all-star action is to either create or adopt a process. I'm not going to sit here and say our way is the only way. Bruce Lee principle. Use it the way I do. Take what's working, block what isn't, and make it your own. And that, I feel, is the best way. Some of this stuff's cheesy to you, but very effective to us. It depends where you're at in your journey and your experience.
Mhm.
So do it either way you want, but the all-star action would be to evaluate your process and all of the steps from call coming in, right, to continuity, to the tech going out. Do we know where the address is? Is the van clean? Do I smell? All these pre-arrival checks that we do. All the way to the door. Are we building sufficient rapport? Have we built trust enough for this person to want us to come into their house now and do an evaluation as a team? If you'll lay these steps out, you can build up this process to be a consistent machine for your business. If you want the shortcut, then just like I said before, type in the comments, whether you're watching live or replay, you can type 8 commitments and you'll get an overview of our process. And we can even book a call and walk you through how that works.
I would love to be helping more people. That'd be great.
That would be the all-star action, guys. We're going to be here every day helping drive this thing forward again to master your sales, simplify your pricing so you could spend more time building rapport and delivering consistent premium level service, which guess what? It's kind of just comes organically when you're doing the other two really well.
You hit it on it. I love that.
The regular action, again, guys, use our evaluation form. Go ahead, hit in the comments. Josh already said it. Evaluation form, EV form he put. Is that an electric vehicle form? I just want to be clear, Josh. Haha, jokes. And the all-star action would be to audit your process this week. Do it. Come back tomorrow. Let us know how you fared with that. You have anything else to add to this one, Joseph?
I would say for any of you guys out there, guys, girls, whoever it is, anyone that's out there listening to this and saying, yeah, but it's going to be a sales process. I really wanted to speak to you right there. Any one of you that's doubting, you could be the best electrician in the world. You could truly, like I'm saying, you could truly be the best electrician in the entire world. But if you cannot communicate that service to the extent that justifies what you need to charge to provide that service, all you're going to end up being is the most unemployed best electrician in the world. This process gives you hope. It is a pathway to achieve the success that you want to get. It works for me, and I want to help you guys achieve that same and better success rate with it. So please let us help you.
Awesome. Well, until tomorrow, same time, I'm going to launch the events after this, guys. I know this has been unorganized, a little chaotic. You're not used to seeing all these value drips in one place, but I promise you this group is coming to life. I will not rest until we're seeing hundreds, if not thousands of engagements every day, because that means we're fulfilling our purpose and helping you drive this thing forward for all of us.
Amen.
All right. Okay. Cheers, guys. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.